In a world of chaos, there is only one thing you can control: your mind.
And repel evil with what is better. We know best what they describe. Now let's take a journey. Forget everything you thought about enemies, about punishing, about exhausting feuds and ego-driven wars. Picture a battlefield, but you walk through untouched. Your enemy left confused, disarmed, and ultimately changed, not by your fists, but by the power of your presence, intellect, and virtue. This isn't just ancient philosophy. It's the wisdom the world needs now for homes, offices, and hearts poised for peace but ready to win the invisible war. Let's explore 13 Stoic methods that do not just neutralize your enemy, but make you untouchable, with Marcus Aurelius guiding the way, and echoes of wisdom from both Eastern and Western traditions. 1. The weapon of non-reaction. What is the surest way for an adversary to breach your defenses? By pulling you onto their battlefield, by provoking, by poking, by making you snap. Marcus Aurelius observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The art is not to react, but to respond. When someone hurls offense, let it fall to the ground. Do not stoop. Do not mirror their chaos. Do not let your soul be a puppet to their provocation. Instead, practice the imperturbable. Breathe, pause, look beyond. To not react is not weakness, it is mastery. Your calmness is thunder in their mind. It compels them to reassess their own tactics, and it flips the script from predictable warfare to a game they cannot play. The best part? Your silence may speak 1,000 blades. Seneca reminds us, if you wish to be loved, love. Sometimes the greatest defeat for your adversary is to realize you're not game for their hate. 2. The armor of ataraxia, unshakable peace. For a Stoic, serenity is not just a feeling, it's an unbreakable shield. This notion, called ataraxia, demands that you develop a state of internal stillness, indifferent to the noise around you. Let men see, let them know, a real man is one who lives for virtue and calmness, Marcus wrote in his Meditations. Enemies often thrive on your distress, your complaints, your inner storms spilled out in public view. Cultivate peace so profound, their attacks dissolve before they can pierce your armor. You become, as the Quranic verse says, the one who repels bad with better, so that even animosity softens. As Epictetus says, no man is free who is not master of himself. Become the master, become free, become an island of tranquility in their sea of turbulence. How does one begin? Meditation, prayer, ritual, and a commitment to not letting external events hijack your internal narrative. 3. Consistency of character. Be unshakably you. Character, says Marcus Aurelius, is destiny. Enemies will prod and poke, seeking your cracks, hoping you slip. But when you are steadfast, and your kindness, your honesty, and your routine are written in stone, they become exhausted by your reliability. Your enemy gossips to sabotage your reputation. You double down on virtue, and everyone notices the truth. Your adversary expects retaliation. You offer routine generosity. Over time, consistency is a fortress. As Seneca records, no man was ever wise by chance. Wisdom is routine, and routine defeats unpredictability. Let every action be evidence of your values, letting your legacy speak louder than any accusation. The rhythm of your morality is the music that drowns out all plots against you. 4. Sharpening reputation. Let your goodness be your shield. The strongest defense in a war of words is a reputation so luminous, slander only reflects back on the speaker. Marcus Aurelius taught, "Live not as though you have endless days ahead. Let your character be your shield." The key? Make your acts of goodness public, consistent yet humble. Champion the truth, support others, act decisively for justice. History shows us when the world trusts your word, enemies struggle to stain your name. No need for endless clarifications or counterattacks. Instead, your network, friendships, and legacy become your immune system. Seneca, too, reminds us, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Let kindness build a reputation so fierce, lies find no purchase. 5. The thunderous power of silence. There is nothing more unnerving to a foe than being met with dignified silence. They shout, bait, wait for drama or scandal. You give them stillness. It is as if you stand on a mountain, above the dust, above the scramble. Marcus Aurelius showed this by regularly responding to court plots and family betrayals with quiet reflection rather than public uproar. In the wisdom of silence, you are unconquerable. You force your foes to fill in the blanks, second-guess their own strategies, unravel in their own impatience. The Quran says, "And when they hear vain talk, they turn away from it." Make turning away your art, silent as dawn, potent as thunder. 6. Respond with relentless self-improvement. Every attack is fuel for your growth. Marcus Aurelius's adversaries, both political and personal, only made him focus deeper, more study, more wisdom, more strength. What stands in the way becomes the way, the Stoics remind us. So when insulted, mocked, blocked, harness their negativity and forge ahead in your craft. Take up new challenges, build your body, sharpen your intellect until your enemy becomes nothing but a reference point for your transformation. This is not revenge, it is transcendence. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Make your improvement so undeniable, your enemy is left reflecting on their own stagnation." 7. Dazzle them with kindness and grace. It seems paradoxical. Respond to hate with goodwill. Yet when your foe expects venom and receives wisdom, it deflates their animosity. Kindness is invincible, Marcus wrote. Send gratitude, offer help. Say thank you for your feedback, not passively, but powerfully. You throw them off balance, make them question their own bitterness, and sometimes inspire their change. Seneca adds, "For what more can you give to someone than contentment? Your kindness to an enemy is both an olive branch and a lesson." It says, "You choose peace over war, yet you are never weak." 8. Wear down with patient endurance. Anyone can win a battle. Few have the discipline to win the war of years. Enemies crave victory, immediate, flashy, decisive. But what if you simply outlast them? Show up, do the work, stay calm when all around you falter. Marcus survived betrayals and plagues by sheer constancy. Over time, the tiresome foe loses steam. Their projects fail, their gossip fades, their allies vanish. You, through steady courage, become the last one standing. Proud, unmarked, undefeated. Epictetus adds, "Nothing great is created suddenly. Your patience is your power. It's the marathon of virtue that leaves the sprint of hate trampled and forgotten." 9. Victory through forgiveness for yourself. Holding grudges is spiritual poison. The Stoic wins not by holding tight, but by letting go. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." That means inner peace, unaffected by wounds, lightened by real healing. Forgive for you. Release resentment, practice compassion, meditate on their struggle. The enemy lives with their choices. You clear your own garden of invasive weeds. As the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, the strong man is not the one who can overpower others. The strong man is the one who can control himself in a fit of rage. Let every act of genuine forgiveness be a profound act of self-liberation. 10. Denial by disappearance. Starve them of your time. Vanishing is a weapon. You remove your energy, your intrigue, your attention, and your enemy is left to shout into the void. Marcus Aurelius, when facing toxic individuals, would focus on service, nature, solitude, writing. He became unavailable, uncatchable. In practical terms, turn off notifications, decline invitations, avoid unnecessary drama. Let your absence provoke more thought than your presence ever did. Seneca affirms, as long as you chase after what's outside, you're wasting what's inside. Use absence to reclaim yourself. 11. Strategic alliances. Strength in community. Sometimes your enemy stands not alone, but backed by numbers. The Stoics advise forging alliances, not for revenge, but for wisdom, support, and justice. Build your network with honesty, transparency, and shared purpose. Defend others with grace. With allies, the enemy's reach is limited, and you are buoyed by collective virtue. Epictetus says, "The greater part of progress is the desire to make progress." Seek company that wants progress, peace, and truth. In community, you are not only safer, you are unstoppable. 12. Reclaim your narrative. Be your own storyteller. When foes try to paint you as villain, tell your story loudly, clearly, and creatively. Marcus Aurelius wrote Meditations as a testament to personal struggle, not for praise, but for truth. Start journaling. Share lessons learned. Be transparent about your failures and victories. By owning your narrative, you take the script away. Even if the gossip persists, your voice holds the power of authenticity. Seneca says, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Make your reality known. Your honesty defeats speculation. As you do, gravity returns. You become the North Star, not the rumor. 13. Transform enemies into your greatest teachers. Last and most powerful. Your rival is not your curse, they are your curriculum. Each slight, setback, or injustice is a lesson. What did you learn? Where did you grow? What strength was built? What flaw exposed and improved? For Marcus, every trial was a stepping stone. He wrote, "You have power to hold your mind within yourself and see all things as you choose to see them." Enemies become gifts when reframed. Their presence shapes your courage, focus, adaptability, unseen gifts to your future self. Ask after every encounter, what virtue did I exercise? What weakness revealed? What wisdom gained? Keep growing, never shrinking in their shadow. The real war, mastering yourself. And so the battlefield is set, not for blood, not for revenge, but for a quiet, triumphant mastery of self. Repel evil with what is better. Let your life be the story of victories won by patience, wisdom, dignity, and unbreakable peace. The world does not need more fighters, it needs more stoic warriors, unseen, undefeated, always building strength from the stones thrown at them. Drop your lessons below. Subscribe if you seek truth and resilience above all. This is where the real victory begins.